idea of Quixi was born out of frustration. So I was working as a CEO of a service company. So we used to build bespoke solutions, or we had two products in niche areas, which would require a lot of customization from one customer to another, because the nature of business is quite different. So even though we had a product, we would never be able to go and just configure it in a couple of weeks and move to the next customer. So during this process, we would go to we would have these large teams ranging from business analysts to domain experts to software engineers to testing teams, then implementation, training, and the whole stack. The business analysts and the domain experts would actually go to the customer side, do the requirement analysis, do the gap analysis, and they would think that they know what the customer needs, and they would write it down. And this document, as you know, would go to the next level of the software cycle, where the software engineers start working on these requirements, and at the end of like 6 months, a year and a half, depending upon the size of the project, we would go back to the customer and say that, hey, this, we've worked very hard. We know we understood your requirements, and this is how the solution looks. And to our utter disappointment, the customer would rarely say, hey, this is awesome. We love what you built. The most common response we would get is, you guys built to a certain level, but all of this other part is not what I asked for. And then we realized that it was because of our lack of understanding of either the domain nuances or the lack of conversion of those requirements into a written document, or somewhere in the cycle it is lost in translation between the engineering team or the testing team, and so on and so forth. And then you go through these cycles of frustration, loss of energy, time, money, everything. And I felt that, but I'm in this business to bring delight to customers, but I'm not able to do it. So when we, sat down and tried to figure out what is causing and how can we solve this problem, we realized that if we are able to bridge the skill gap, if the domain users or the business users or the customer, if they are able to build a solution, and if they are able to build it at a much rapid pace, as against a year or so, if they are able to build it in 2 weeks or a month, then you will be able to cut across all of these roadblocks and challenges that we are seeing. So that kind of led to the birth of Quixi, the idea to, or the motivation to build Quixi, and then thereafter the team was built, and